Hi there. We're here to review and improve the critical incident planning and responses for this site. The individuals involved in reviewing and considering this new framework include most of the members of the school's senior leadership team. This includes the principal, assistant principal, who also oversees welfare, heads of junior, middle and senior school, the property manager and the principal's assistant, who also serves as the office manager. Since each of these individuals oversees a specific area of the school, your insights and feedback are vital to ensure that the planning and response processes are not only comprehensive, but also practical and workable on the ground. Critical incident responses need to be clear and well understood by all staff in a school. Planning and response must be carefully considered and guided by legislative requirements, ethical principles, core values, site-specific considerations, and a person-centred approach. Due to the complexity of these requirements, generic policies and procedures are insufficient to adequately address critical incidents within a specific context. While generic policies may serve as a foundation, they must be truly adapted to be truly effective. The Critical Incident Governance Policy and Procedure outlines the school's commitment to maintaining a safe and supportive Christian educational environment. A critical incident is defined as an unexpected, dangerous event that disrupts school operations and poses a risk to life, property, or well-being. The school aims to prevent, prepare for, respond to, and recover from such incidents through risk assessments, a critical incident management team, staff training, and clear communication strategies. The policy mandates specific emergency responses and response and recovery procedures, including psychological support and ongoing monitoring. Staff are required to actively participate, report incidents, and adhere to all emergency protocols. While the current policy adheres to required guidelines, it remains generic, shared across all the schools in the broader network of schools, despite differences in infrastructure, location, demographics, and staffing. These differences are not reflected in the policy documentation. The policies are largely procedural, managerial, and risk-averse. Each policy begins with the school's mission statement, yet the content does not consistently reflect this mission. For example, the introductory statement to the Critical Incident Governance Policy and Procedure refers to maintaining a safe and supportive working environment, implying that the policy applies primarily to staff. However, the vision statement describes the school as a Christian educational community, suggesting the need for a broader application that includes students, families, and others connected to the school. The purpose and objectives section states that the policy's aim is identifying, assessing, and managing the risks associated with critical incidents, yet makes no reference to ethical obligations or values. The key information section defines a critical incident as an abnormal or sudden occurrence, listing events such as terrorist attacks, omitting more common incidents that occur in school settings. Research conducted in late 2024 by the Australian Catholic University, titled Critical Incidents Taking a Significant Toll on School Leaders, highlights a growing number of school-based critical incidents with a substantial emotional and practical burden on school leaders. The incidents most commonly reported include security threats, mental health crises, suicide, bullying, and medical emergencies. The report states that leaders feel underprepared, under-supported, and under pressure when responding. Key recommendations from the report include a standardised incident response roadmap, in-house psychological support, improved communication with emergency services, better training, and timely assistance and stigma-free leave options. The school has 25 separate documents as part of the Critical Incident Management and Response Guidelines. This is a cumbersome volume for staff to reference or to act on during a crisis. There is also an outline of the Critical Incident Management team and their roles, but it lacks flexibility for cases when key individuals are absent. In a recent critical incident, the policy was not followed. A family at the school was experiencing domestic violence and relationship breakdown. Staff were aware of the situation and had been supporting the family. One day, the mother arrived at school seeking help to leave the home with her children. Reports were made to the Department of Communities and Justice and the police. Police stated they would attend the next day to take statements and explore an apprehended violence order. DCJ advised contacting a women's refuge for housing and legal support. During this process, the father arrived at the school and requested access to his partner. When denied, he attempted to sign out the children. Classrooms in the area were locked down and staff were informed. Students were not alerted. Although school policy was not followed, in that the father legally had access to his children, the assistant principal made an ethical judgment call to deny access, prioritising the safety of the mother and children. The principal was later informed. This response aligns with the school's mission, as expressed in Isaiah 1:17, learn to do good, seek justice, correct oppression, bring justice to the fatherless, and plead the widow's cause. Although the policy was not followed, the ethical and mission-aligned response was. The debriefing process revealed that the current policy suite is too cumbersome to be effective during a crisis. A concise procedural document needs to be developed, one that aligns with the overarching policy suite, but also reflects site-specific needs related to staff, community, and location. This document should be succinct and easy to understand. Include clear role descriptions based on function, not individual names, i.e. role-centric, not person-centric. Be known and understood by all staff to reduce anxiety in high-stress situations. Include checklists or flowcharts for quick reference during emergencies. Reflect relational, pastoral, and restorative approaches consistent with Christian values. Address both common and less frequent critical incidents, including mental health crises, bullying, and medical emergencies. Consider location-specific risks, for example, bushfires, and community challenges, for example, financial hardship and family breakdown. This draft provides a starting point for planning and discussion. It will be reviewed today, then shared at a staff meeting to gather feedback and build engagement in the process. Ongoing refinement will be necessary. Once the documents are finalised, school-wide drills should be conducted to test the plan's effectiveness and identify any further changes needed. These drills will also build confidence among staff and help to ensure effective response in times of crisis. Finally, flexibility must be built into the response plans, as no two incidents are ever the same. Sorry, I've realised at the end of the recording that the PowerPoint hasn't clicked through properly on the recording. So I will just include that PowerPoint in the package with the assignment. Thank you.